no, no ethics clearance, no survey. Yeah, I mean, you need to you need to get ethics clearance. Although in most cases, I'm not sure if you need full ethics clearance. I mean, if it's, I might be wrong, but the point is, you need to have certain components in your ethical considerations, right? First of all, do no harm. You shouldn't have any individual suffer. You don't want to give them a survey and then it affects them, yeah, negatively. It should also be beneficial. Um, you don't want to be doing research that's useless. So this is a utilitarianism, right? Perspective. Yeah? You want to have utility. Uh, Informed consent is really important. You want to have them consent, yeah? Not just force them to do it. Especially important if you want to survey kids, and it should be voluntary. Typically, I think, although I'm not sure. I mean, in some institutions, maybe I don't know, MOE or whatever, they make you do the surveys and it's required. But I think in research, typically, it's voluntary. Yeah? The subjects decide whether they want to do it or not. So another important thing is confidentiality. So these are the issues you need to consider. I think this is something that I grapple with as well during undergraduate days and so on, coming out with surveys. Do you want to use participant identifiers, meaning do you want their names and their background in there, and then do you keep them? You also want to ask whether project members, non-project members can access the data, like can you share it with your colleagues who are not part of the research. You also want to be careful about disclosure of identity of individuals. You don't want to, as part of your research, accidentally disclose someone's identity when you analyze the data. It's a big problem when, I'll give you one concrete example, right? Like if you have a class or sample and there's just one person of a particular characteristic, for example, just one male, happens a lot in psychology classes, you know, a lot of females, just one male, and then you collect the data, right? And then you like plot on a slide the results broken down into males and females, and then it's like the male respondent is there. There's only one, so it's something you should consider. Yeah, this kind of disclosure. There are other cases, but this is a concrete example. So keeping instruments with identifiers, again, you know, these are security issues with confidentiality and so on. So one thing about surveys is that you are probably going to get a lot more responses if you tell them it's confidential. Like you're not even going to collect their name and contact details and so on. So just keep that in mind. In some cases, you do want to have their contact details or names, but just this trade-off you have to consider. IRB approval, typically, you know, if you want to do a survey, especially if it's a non-standard aspect to it, you may want to, I think you should have, but it depends. I believe there are also exemptions and so on, certain things.